In fact, I pretty much need to park up at that point, because if I go any further on, I'm into the water point and the facilities, and there'll be boats wanting to stop there. You can't really, you just can't. You can't stop there. It's selfish and it's stupid because you're blocking people, and you'll get shouted at quite rightly too. And I've seen people do it, but you know, sometimes I've seen people more on water points like late at night and leave early in the morning. I think that's fair enough. And I mean early, 8 o'clock, because some boaters are up and about at 7, especially in the summer, when it's warmer and it's lighter and all the rest of that. So you do see it. You do see it. And a couple of times, in fact, you know what? I travelled up to Ellesmere Port Boat Museum because I was looking to stay in the area and looking for places to sort of moor. I stayed in that Ellesmere Port Boat Museum down in the basin probably 4 times, I think, for a total of something like 8 weeks. You got to dive out for a day, then come back in. You stay a week at a time is what you're allowed to book, but you can come back. You go out and you can book the next day. So just go out overnight. Anyway, point being, I stayed there on 4 occasions, with an exception of a day in between. And I think on 3 of those 4 occasions, might have even been all 4, when I turned up at the museum, there's a water point there, just before you go down through the locks into their basin. There's a water point, and I'm pretty sure on almost every occasion I showed up, there was a boat there. And I was showing up at like 10 or 11 a.m. So these weren't people who were staying overnight and then buggering off early doors. They were right on the water point. It was 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I think it was 1 p.m. One time I turned up at 1 p.m. And there was a guy who just, in fact, he wasn't overnight. He just turned up and he'd gone in to visit the museum and parked on the water point. And I'm pretty sure the mooring behind was actually free as well. Pretty sure there was a space behind, but my hose wouldn't reach to the water tap. So it's just, you ask yourself, why do people do stupid, selfish things? All he had to do was park 50 yards back where there was a space, and you know, he would have been fine. But as it was, I sent the staff around to find him in the museum. Well, someone was dispatched, and he had to come and move his boat, well, so I could get water. I think I moored on the outside of him in the end. Oh no, I did something different. Anyway, got to shut up, because I'm getting close. No, I'm not getting close. Well, close-ish. There's a bend which is coming up, and then there's just a couple of 100 yards, and we are done. I'm not at the bend yet, okay. So it's a quiet area, this anyway. So anyway, moral of the story, don't moor on water points. If you do, get away at 7, especially in the summer, get away at 7 a.m. or earlier, but preferably just don't do it. Oh, and more late as well. Don't moor on a water point at midday, because you're not going to be okay for it, you know what I mean? You're going to have people clamouring all round, tying up to your side, cursing you, and rightly bloody so as well. Stupid. I shouldn't get upset by stupid, selfish behaviour, because, you know, we all do it at times. But when it's so overt and so easily avoided, it is genuinely annoying still. I should be used to that, because I've seen, you know, we've all seen so many examples of selfish human behaviour down the years, but I'm still not used to it. Anyway, waterpoint rant. Waterpoint rant aside,